Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Matt. No, I'm just kidding. I'm Matt.
I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
This is Tony.
And we are Pseudo Adults. Hello and welcome to episode 157 of the Pseudo Adults podcast program. It's everywhere that you find podcasts in the audio form. And if you want to watch the video form, you be a Space Zamboni member and you watch these. You see our crazy faces.
Yeah, he's not lying. No. If you're seeing this, you know it's true. If you're listening, you're doubting. But you can see and believe. Yeah. Believe.
Yeah, and you can see how crazy we are.
Yeah, so for the very low price of anywhere from 99 cents to however much you feel comfortable giving us to be a member.
5,000.
Yeah, hopefully, no, not all your money. Definitely not.
All of your money you spend at the gym.
So what, like $20, $30 a month?
But what if
that's
they
a
get
lot.
a
You spend
smoothie?
$30 a month?
Well, not at the gym we're at now.
Oh, okay.
I think, what's it, Crunch? Like
The one I have is
Crunch
actually
was like
$30 a
$20.
month.
Oh,
yeah,
gee.
No way. That's
Friggin'
Crunch was
the
like
price of
20.
convenience.
oh, wow.
Lunch was like 20.
Mine's 20. I pay for two people.
yeah, no, Planet Fitness is 20.
Yeah,
we do 20.
No, we do
20.
Yeah.
I go to Spoon and Fork Gym. It's free. It's pretty cool. I got the best bicep exercise in the world.
You don't have to pay for the food that you eat there?
Well, I mean, that's a different story. That's included kind of for a small fee.
So it's not free.
Not necessarily. It's pretty free. There's no such thing as a free lunch, but the spoon and the fork are free.
As close as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so spacesandboy.com/spacesandboy. Check out our podcast. Check out our stuff. We have more podcasts. We have more content, baby.
And you can check out Inner Warrior on YouTube for if you're a pop culture fan and want to... Jeez, why can't I think?
Release or
And you
unleash?
want to jerk off.
You're still pop culture fan want to level up in life? Check out Inner Warrior on YouTube. And also
Inner warrior.
and we're launching Inner Tech Warrior. So if you want to transition to an IT career, we'll help you out. So check out innertechwarrior.com.
Well, was this the like not just yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very close.
Yeah. So right now we're going to be doing a one-day workshop. Originally it's going to be January 21st, but we moved it to the 28th just so I can work out some of the marketing stuff. But it's going to be a one-day workshop, and it's going to be early bird price is $500. And we're going to take you through everything you need to know in terms of computer networking. So that way, by the end of that workshop, you'll be able to put all hands-on experience on your resume. So
that's awesome.
yeah.
That's really cool.
So one more time, where can people check that out?
Innertechwarrior.com.
Nice. All right. So, well, first of all, happy 2023, everyone. It's our first Pseudo Adults of that said year. The year of our Lord Dende. Okay. So there's so many things because it's been a number of weeks since we last recorded Pseudo Adults. But I guess something that happened recently was we attended a horror movie trivia night.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't know like exactly the details, or at least I definitely didn't. Alex extended the invitation, and it was sort of like, I was like, is it going to be horror to anything? Like lifestyle? I don't know, like just like TV, but it was very strictly movies. So, how do you guys like to recount this?
Yeah, so Jenny from Hey A-Hole was like, hey, you know, there's Necromancer Brewery, and they're going to be having this horror trivia night. So I was like, horror, interesting. But we ended up, you know, inviting some other people and team members to do a little trivia night. And we've been to the Necromancer Brewery before, so we're like, oh, this place is pretty neat. They have like a lot of horror stuff all over.
I had never been there before, so I didn't know that. I was just like, oh, they really deck it out for horror movie night. They themed all the beers for it. It was crazy.
All for one day?
Yeah, that'd be really fucking funny. Yeah, no, we'd been wanting to go there for a while. We ended up going like
maybe a month ago.
Yeah, but so they ended up doing the lady dressed up as like Elvira too, full like
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess. She kind of started with like, if you want to see like they do some. She said like her full-time Elvira gig. That is just like go check that out too.
Oh,
Yeah. So we had done like a mini trivia prep,
A binge.
like right before we walked into the.
did you guys do like Nathan for you, or not Nathan for you, the rehearsal where you start doing all the trivia beforehand?
Like, I can't believe this movie was made in this year.
Yeah.
No, so Gianna was doing like geography trivia for some reason.
What?
He was just doing random
She
trivia.
apparently didn't know that it was specifically horror. She's just like, only horror. I thought it was trivia night.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, it was definitely hard trivia. And then
First one we did really good.
yeah, so there was 5 rounds.
Okay.
And the first round, like, we pretty much felt comfortable. We're like, okay, we know some of these questions. There's 10 questions each round.
Okay.
So like, all right, I think we can do this. I think we might have even won the first round. And we didn't
Yeah.
at all.
We were just shy. Like one question, I think.
Yeah, because I think we got like 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But then you have like the people who are the perfectionists that somehow all,
Yeah.
we got 10 out of 10.
They got their
Oh.
subscription to Shudder and they don't cease
God
watching
damn it.
movies.
No, I canceled that subscription.
We all can't have 1 million subscriptions. They obviously chose the
You
Shudder one. It's
could.
fine.
Don't make me say.
So I think it was the start of round 2 when they're like, "Who's the actress that like was in this specific role?" And we had no clue who it was, like at all. And Matt just goes, "Matilda." So I'm like, "Matilda Brownstone."
And from that point on, basically every question we know the answer to. Some variation.
Yeah. There's some.
Not everyone, because sometimes you can make an educated guess.
yeah.
But if there was no educated guess to be made,
It was the default.
Or just brown.
Dr. Brownstone.
Yeah. There was a question that was like, "What was the family from the first Conjuring movie?" And we're like, "Oh my god, we know this!" Like,
Yeah.
the Brownstone.
I think Gianna wanted to murder us that night.
She did. And then there was like, what event were they coming back from in like the specific movie?
Yeah.
And
Brownstone wedding.
yeah, because Jenny and Gianna were both like, I think it's a wedding. It's a wedding. So we're like, yeah, okay, wedding of the Brownstones.
Yeah, I swear they were dressed up in that movie. Like they just came from a party.
Yeah. But
Whatever.
What I liked about, so we thought that we were going to get to be like one team at a table, but then they ended up surprising us with it was like 3 to 4 max people per team. So we divided it into 2 sets. And so they had Gianna, my team had Mark and Jenny. And something about Mark is he's incredibly competitive. And he and I each may have known like 3 answers combined the entire night. And then like the first round, I mean these guys did pretty well. I maybe have known like a couple at best. But then like the later rounds, like I think the full rounds might have gone by where I didn't know answers, and then like if there was like one where I actually did know it, then I kind of like blurted out in excitement, and Mark's like, "Shut up! You don't want them to hear you." I'm like, "You really think we're winning at this point?"
Oh my god, that's too funny.
We were helping each other the whole time.
No, we were, but he's like, the tables that are like 12 feet away, they're gonna hear you.
yeah. Mark came over to do the stream the next day or whatever we did the next day. And he goes, I can't believe we didn't win trivia. I was like, I definitely can.
We're so prepared.
Awful. But yeah.
Betty
so-
kept him up at night. He wasn't able to sleep because he didn't win.
So did they like shut off the Wi-Fi? Like did it like?
Oh no, they're
what
just like put your phone away.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Do they come and tap you on the shoulder if you have your phone? Put your phone away.
I
Come to that. I don't know.
no, yeah, I don't think
That
anyone
violent,
really.
Put your phone in this basket.
That'd be
Get
sick.
it back.
That was one of my winning strategies. I was like, I'm going to weasel on anyone who I see with their phone. Like, nice to meet me, Elvira. I had a good vantage point, but everyone seemed to be pretty good. So
Yeah. And what usually happens at the end of a trivia round, right? What do you think usually happens?
Count the scores or whatever.
Yeah, like they say, "Oh, this is the
Review
answer."
the answers,
Like,
yeah.
right? No, not here.
What do you mean?
They just go, "This team won,"
Wait, how do they know?
because they took all the
Yeah,
papers.
they're actively
Oh.
scoring. They take all the papers. There was like 2 people there. One of them that was Elvira, and another girl that was just manning the table.
So it could have been rigged.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think we
Whoa.
won.
Conspiracy.
Because I know the Brownstones were right for like 5 of those answers at least.
Yeah.
Oh, and then one I drew.
Oh yeah.
I drew a picture of one of the avatars from Way of the Water, and Gianna's like, "Do not give the paper in. Do not give the paper in."
Yeah. She wanted you to cross out Avatar
Yeah.
too.
She wanted me to destroy my drawing like an old history teacher. It's like, no.
Oh no, it looked fine. It just looked like Donald Trump if he was an Avatar.
Hold on, I think I have.
I
think I have it.
blue people.
Yeah, I'm one of the blues.
While you're bringing that up,
I'm in
what-
blue.
so it was like whatever rounds and then the lightning final rounds, and obviously for some bizarre reason neither of our teams had qualified. But I think
You know, all the answers are correct.
I think Elvira liked us well enough because she like handed out the ones for the teams that like won the rounds to be in it, and then she passes by our table and she went, and then
Yeah.
she dropped the paper onto the table so we could be in it too.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
It was very, very nice of her. But this was my picture.
Oh my god.
Camera.
Here. There.
You sure that's not CGI? Like that looks CGI.
Yeah,
You made that with AI art.
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't come up with the idea of Avatar? Because that looks exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Are you the concept artist for Avatar 2?
I was. Way of the Water. It's 100% the. I was like, they gotta.
You send that to me. That could be the podcast art for this episode.
Absolutely. No problem. Yeah, but Gianna's like, you gotta cross it off. You can't hand it in. She was ready.
don't
You should use the
understand why.
AI art to make that into the poster.
That'd be sick. Yeah. Having
All right.
holiday and everything.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't always color in,
Okay,
though.
and then in that case, send it to Tony, and then Tony do that, and send it to me,
Yeah.
so I can host it on his website.
There's so many loops.
It's like Inception.
Yeah, I know. It's like go onto your phone. God. You know the Pokemon show's ending.
What? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Ash is gone.
Ash is done, right?
Ashes to ashes.
Yeah, that's because
He finally won and he's done.
yeah.
One and done.
I
Yeah.
heard that he almost met his dad, but he was like 1 second too late or whatever, so he
That's
left a
rude.
package for him.
What?
Yeah, so
What
he
the
left a gift
hell?
for Ash or something crazy like that.
Oh,
I
I
don't know
didn't
how true
know
that is. I read an article about it. I was like, I gotta see this. It'll take me 20 years.
Exactly. Like when I'm retired, I'll probably
Yeah.
be like, I just watched that
Binge it.
Pokemon show.
Yeah, I want to be the very best.
Well, while I'm in the ICU.
Gotta catch up on Pokemon now that I have time.
This is like, you still haven't finished Adventure Time, right?
no.
And you love that show.
I love
so-
Adventure Time. There's a lot of shows that I love that it's going to take me forever to watch.
Yeah.
I remember trying to watch the Adventure Time finale. I was like, "Oh God, I am so lost." Like, so you really do need to watch it, like to watch.
Yeah,
all of
it's
it,
like
huh?
a shitstorm of characters. Yeah, it's really crazy.
You know, it's been fun. I only just started, but I'm going to continue. My wife classically grew up without cable television, and so she never watched like a lot of our cartoons. And the one that's I guess so much in our culture, especially people amongst our age group, is SpongeBob. And I only found out that the first few seasons, aka the ones that matter, are included on Prime.
Oh, sick.
So we watched the first full episode yesterday,
That
and
was my
she's in
life. It's hard to believe.
she laughed at it.
It-
Yeah, and I watched it. I'm like, this is holding up so far.
I grew up with SpongeBob. SpongeBob was my thing when I was younger. Like it was the show I loved. So to think that somebody was deprived of SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was watching
insane.
those blobs on PBS instead.
Yeah.
What was the name of that?
Teletubbies.
Meow.
Oh, the ones that didn't speak English, like the.
What?
Meow Meow?
Is that what
It's
it
the
was?
little weird clay things that like go all over the place and speak Italian.
I want to watch this show now.
I honestly don't know.
Sounds amazing.
I understand because when I was younger, my mom really tried to get us into VeggieTales, like really bad. Like she would rent the movies and be like VeggieTales. So that's like burned in my head.
wanted
But
you to
it
be
ended up
Uber
being
Eats.
like her being like, I can't stop this. As I got older, and whatever, then I started watching SpongeBob. But it was I do understand.
Well, it's important to know what will be the cartoons of your time. That way, the ones that you're like 20, 30 years from now, you'll look back on fondly. So there's this new cartoon called Velma on HBO Max.
Probably the
and,
most amazing show.
and you can't help but wonder, it's probably not going to be that type of show.
In the same sentence, but
I used it as weird transition material. Yeah.
I feel like it's just too niche. What's it got right now on Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb? Is
30.
6%?
Yeah.
Something
The audience scores.
It's like 17%.
It went up.
Why? It was 13.
It was like 6%.
Oh, I saw 17. But
17.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's how many brain cells it took.
That's the age of the people they show naked on the show.
Oh my god, I was so caught. I couldn't believe that in the first episode. I was like,
caught off guard. I literally was like, I don't know if I.
Yeah.
And then cursing. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this.
Yeah, Velma just dropping bitch
that was
out of the blue.
I mean, you didn't expect that?
No.
Even
I
from
forgot
like
it
all
was
the
an
lead up,
HBO.
like it's gonna be like rated R characters.
It just felt
yeah, but
like
they're
this.
in high school.
Yeah, no, but not only that, but it just like the
forgot-
sentence flow of
Yeah.
her saying "bitch" just felt weird. It didn't
Yeah,
feel
I
right.
didn't mind the bitch thing.
I
It was the
forgot it
shower
was on
scene. I was just like,
HBO.
excuse me.
Yeah.
I forgot it
Yeah.
was on HBO, so like he's the one. Tony's the one that set it up. So I forgot it was on HBO. I was like, what?
should
the
have
fuck?
prepped
I was like-
Rachel for this.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? I don't even. And then there was like girls like wrestling each other.
Some spoiler alert, I guess.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Spoiler
spoiler
Heavy
for
spoiler.
Velma.
5 minutes into
Call Vin
it.
Diesel.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
yeah, in case you dive more,
Spoiler.
watch
Oh my
this
God, spoiler.
lovely show.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just going for the whole. What was it like the Harley Quinn show?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Difference
it's not
is
good with the show.
It's
Yeah, it
Harley
doesn't work.
Quinn is like that.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah.
Like you could imagine her being like that.
Yeah, big
Could you
time.
imagine Velma being like that?
No.
Exactly.
That and
So-
schizophrenic.
Yeah, it's literally
yeah.
schizophrenic.
Great.
Great.
Mentally ill.
Yeah.
First of all.
I think if they wanted to do like the Harley Quinn show, I think the good main character would probably be Daphne, because even in Be Cool Scooby Doo, she was the one who was like always weird and
Assign
like
the character the weird
Yeah.
traits.
Yeah.
And they could have gotten rid of the stigma like that she was dumb. They could have been, instead of doing Velma, they could have done Daphne and made it be like, oh, she's not dumb. This is like her life.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been.
What's weird is like every incarnation of Velma is like the same, right?
Yeah.
So you think that even in this show, she'd be the one that's like played as like the smart intelligent
girl, yeah.
character in the school, and like dumb people are around her, but everyone's dumb.
Including
Yeah.
Velma.
Yeah, yeah, she's really dumb too.
yeah.
And why is she beating the shit out of Daphne in the first episode still? Right?
Because
Yeah.
they
'Cause
have
that's
to
like-
have that sexual tension for this episode too, I guess.
She like
Apparently,
decks her and flies her across
Yeah.
the room, and this is like, you're a
And
fucking
she's naked.
bitch.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
I go, oh god.
He's like, why do people think I'm a murderer? I just Jason Voorhees the shit out of Daphne.
Yeah.
I feel like if this was any other show other than Scooby Doo, if they would have made this like a teenage cartoon show, it would have been okay because it's not Scooby Doo. It's
Yeah.
not
You-
the Mystery Gang. It's not. The expectations are lower. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like you know, an already established group.
yeah. I think like the problem with the show. First off, there's no Scooby Doo, which makes no
First
sense.
of all, I was like, "Where's Scooby?" I forgot that in the thing they didn't in the trailers they didn't have him, and I was like, "Where's Scooby Doo? Where's Scooby Doo?" As they were going, I was like, "What? Is he going to show up now? Where's no?"
yeah, that already was weird. Unless
He's
they,
going to be in the series finale.
yeah, I was gonna say unless
it's
they
not gonna
lead
make
up
it
to it
any
somehow.
better.
No,
yeah,
it's not. It's going to
But-
make it worse.
yeah. But like that already was really weird. He
have
won't even
Scrappy.
be a Great Dane. It'll be like
They reference Scrappy.
did they reference Scrappy?
They do.
When did they do that?
when Norville is live streaming, the commenter's name is Scrappy.
Oh really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, ew, a Scrappy reference.
The whole show gone. That's
It's like,
it.
why are they doing that in this show? No Scooby, but Scrappy?
Yeah, that's weird.
What if their first dog is Scrappy?
Oh my god.
I would die.
Subvert expectations.
Yeah, yeah.
Great Danes have short lifespans, so movies already come and gone.
I could see how this could be a good show if it was any other thing than just Scooby Doo. Like, I see how this could be like a good mystery show if it wasn't Scooby Doo. Like, why did you have to take? You could have pitched so many other things, and this is what you
the
did.
humor still sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like
funny.
It's like so. I think part of it is them trying to copy Harley Quinn. The other part of it is like them trying to seem smarter than they are. Like they're trying to do like a Rick and Morty with a meta humor. And then the other part of it is like the characterizations of the characters. It's just they're not even you can't even recognize them really. So it's like why even make them the Scooby-Doo characters?
Yeah. And like someone mentioned too online, they're like they are those characters in clothing only.
Yeah.
That is it. You know.
And the amount of times Velma like goes ham on a specific race is like.
Yeah, it's weird. Velma's
I
kind of
was
racist.
like, why? I do understand, but I don't actually. First of all,
I changed my mind.
but I just don't. It wasn't necessary. Like you have all this representation of everybody's race. I don't think it's necessary to call out somebody's race and make that a funny joke. Like you're leaning on that to be the funny joke.
Yeah, a fine change in a race, but don't even mention it. Make it normal.
Yeah.
Like what's
it is
the,
normal.
you know what I mean?
Why
Exactly.
Why are we making fun of people who are white? Why are we making fun of people who are Asian? Why is this a funny joke?
It felt weird because it seemed like just because
Was it 2000
Velma's a different ethnicity in the show, it's like, oh, now we have the license that we can make racist jokes, and it just is dumb.
Yeah.
Were we in the 2000s again, where like every comedian made it like a joke? It's not like it wasn't funny then, and it's not funny now.
Yeah, it's
I gotta watch the Mindy show. I think that's what I gotta do.
the Mindy Project.
Oh yeah, the
We were
Mindy
Project.
Project.
saying that we got to watch your comedy specials.
You gotta see something
That's
to
it.
see her humor and why it's like this in the show.
Who hurt you?
Yeah.
Who hurt
Scooby Doo apparently. She
she's got a
apparently
vendetta.
hates Scooby Doo.
I think it's like coming off the last two shows, the last Mystery Incorporated
And Be Cool Scooby-Doo.
Cool Scooby Doo. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I know I said I couldn't with the last one, and the last one ended up being really good. I just can't.
Yeah.
I walk off and I'm like, how could you do this? It's like, how could you do this? How dare you? You know,
Can't believe
because
you've done this.
We won't get another Scooby Doo like animated TV show
for
like
another
this for a
5
while.
years.
Yeah.
Because you made it so bad that they're gonna go. No, let's
This is
avoid
gonna
it."
get renewed.
I know. It
I
is,
hope not.
Because every show.
It's gonna.
I really hope
They
not.
have the viewership to get renewed. Everyone's hate watching like us.
But I don't know.
Well,
Should we continue watching like that?
It's like
Should we
watching
speak
the
with our
dumpster
remotes?
fire.
Because the Santa Clauses is getting renewed
I
also.
I like that show just because
That show's
it is
bad.
comically bad.
It is comically
Like,
bad.
that is way more entertaining than the Velma show.
Not to make a conversation about that, the holiday season's past, but I was like, it's dumb as hell, and some characters really annoy me, but I was entertained.
Not my Santa. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, why did he have to come back?
That was oof. It was bad. Just like this. This is bad, but this is bad and like
This isn't even fun bad.
no, because it's not.
It's not even Sinbad.
It's like Breaking Bad.
It's breaking everything
Yeah.
that's bad.
It's breaking
No.
a new bad.
Yeah, it's really rough. And I was telling Tony and Rachel and Kyle as well, but the scene where they're like Norville. Drugs? Who are you kidding?
They
Like,
should've
that's the
leaned
one
into
fucking
it.
thing.
Yeah.
The one fucking thing we
They
expected
should've leaned
from the
into it.
show.
Yeah. They
You
should've
can't
leaned
even
into
give
that.
us that. It's
Yeah.
like the show is adults. Okay, fine. Shaggy and Scooby gonna smoke weed.
Yeah.
No.
It's like
Drugs?
she wanted the name of Scooby Doo. She wanted the name of the mystery gang just to get viewership, and it's like everything else is not them.
Did she just
Like-
buy the rights to soil Scooby Doo or
Yeah.
something?
Like she hated Scooby Doo all along just
Yeah,
to
it seemed
slam
like
it.
That's why he's not even in the show.
Yeah. Because he'd be
He's
too silly.
goofy. Even though
Yeah,
they
I
have
can't believe that's the excuse.
even though they have a serious show,
A Mystery Incorporated time.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have a serious show with Scooby Doo in it, and they made it serious.
Yeah.
that is such a bad excuse to ruin it. Ruin a
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they changed all the characters drastically, the fact that they
That's
see
really the understatement.
Scooby-Doo as a child's character, but not any of the others of the gang.
Very strange.
Very strange.
Very weird. And it would have been so funny if Velma needed $500 to buy the cold case file from Daphne, even though that's a stupid concept.
Yeah.
If Shaggy and Scooby were like, we can get you $500, and then it's a smash cut to her having to sell drugs.
Yeah.
That would have been so fucking funny. But no, Daphne sells drugs.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Fred's the rich one.
Fred's the rich
It's
one.
weird that
And,
she's
like,
adopted, and she's
full of
adopted
rage.
by like.
Yeah.
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 It doesn't. I'm not annoyed that it was like two women adopted, but it's like it makes the stereotype of like just because your parents are gay means you're going to be gay. Because
I
they
didn't even
raised
think
you.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
did
go.
do
That's it. Should have been that Fred was the adopted one
I was
into that
expecting Fred
family,
to be.
and then she's just a normal girl in a normal family because
yeah.
people who are adopted by two females being together doesn't mean you're automatically going to be gay. I'm sorry. It's
That's okay,
that's
Rachel.
such a bad it's such a bad
nurtured.
stereotype.
Takes a lot.
That that's what exactly happens because like
No, you're
That's
good.
okay, Rachel.
I still can't believe that they threw Fred in jail
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Even-
both legs.
Yeah.
literally after they showed that he can cut anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they,
Yeah, they
dude,
did shoot him in both legs.
they
too.
shot
That
him
was
in both
ridiculous.
legs. He already proved in that moment because
Yeah.
they found another dead body after.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, he's gonna get out of it because they found a second body, and they're like, nah, he's going to
It's
jail.
so dumb.
Yeah. So stupid.
It's change for the sake of change and not for
Yep.
the sake of the character.
Yeah.
You know, you could have done these changes like
Yeah.
cleanly or in a better way.
And I was gonna say like the So remember they had that comic that came out. That it was supposed to be the serious Scooby Doo comic. I tried reading it. I couldn't do that either because like I was like, oh, the concept's really cool. Where it's like a post-apocalyptic.
Oh, the zombie one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those characters also. They butchered the characterization of those characters, so I'm like, I can't.
they killed Fred.
Yeah,
Why?
it was so.
Yeah, they
so
murdered
stupid.
Fred.
It's so stupid.
But he's
It's really bad.
He's the strong.
The only-
He's
Yeah.
the strong.
Yeah.
there was only one funny part from the 2 episodes, and it's when he throws the paper cutter, and it cuts the guy's leg off.
That I
Oh
laughed
my
out loud.
god, that was
so funny.
insane. That broke.
That
broke our brain. We were like, he just literally like murdered this guy unknowingly.
And nobody
Like, what
said
the hell?
anything either.
No, that's why it's so fucking
Yeah.
strange. It's like,
Yeah.
what are the consequences of the fucking show?
Yeah, he
So
should have been
inconsistent.
arrested for that.
Yeah.
was the only funny part out of
Yeah.
the 2 episodes.
But
I
yeah,
went, wow,
yeah,
you
that
went
part was
to try
really funny.
hard
That
to
part
make
cracked me
things
up.
funny.
We were seriously like, what?
Yeah.
What the?
I think that was
He
the
was
most Harley
hysterical.
Quinn. Yeah, I think that was the
Yeah.
most Harley Quinn part of the show.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they're building up to a crossover?
I
Have you
hope
thought
not.
about that?
That would.
The art styles are basically the same, right?
Yeah, Daphne's basically Poison Ivy.
She is. She's 100% Poison Ivy.
I would rather the Harley Quinn show have their own version of Scooby Doo. Like, I would love to see.
It's not the question I asked. I
It's
understand.
a question.
the question you deserve.
I know. I understand that's what you want.
Yeah.
Fine. I know the answer.
Oh, jeez.
When he threw the paper cutter, I said to Matt, I was like, "Oh man, Tony's gonna love this show." And then like 3 minutes later, I'm like, "Oh man, Tony's gonna hate this show." It's because Tony's favorite character is Fred. And
Yeah.
goddamn, they literally make him Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god,
was real
that was
bad.
insane.
That was so
Yeah.
bad. You couldn't believe it, dude.
From
But also,
the beginning, we were
Yeah.
sitting there being like, "What the is this?" Like
Yeah.
literally sitting there
Yeah.
to the point where we finished it, and I was like, "Can you turn on? Can you turn on the
Be Cool Scooby Doo.
cool?" You know how many times I've rewatched that show?
And it's funny because
I've rewatched it like upwards of 4 times. like,
originally so we watched Mr. Incorporated, I think twice, and
no,
then
3 times.
3 times,
3 times.
and then
I love it so much.
so I was like, oh, let's watch Be Cool Scooby Doo because like I watched a little bit when it was on TV, remember, and then we didn't really give it a chance. So we rented it from the library,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, let's watch it. So then Rachel's like, oh, I can't watch this after Mr. Incorporated. I can't watch this. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, okay,
I remember we said that on this podcast,
Yeah.
too, and I was like, it's actually a really funny show.
yeah.
Yeah, and I gave it a chance, and I fell in love with it
Yeah.
as much as I fell in love with the Mystery Incorporated.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
it was a
like-
comic relief that was needed.
The art is gross, but it's like
Yeah.
a funny show.
Yeah, so funny.
Even that Shaggy and Scooby show,
Shaggy
that's
Scooby Doo
like
got
that
a clue.
Austin Powers vibe,
Yeah.
is a funnier show than this Velma show.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
that show is also not great.
No, no, definitely not.
It's, I don't know.
It hurts.
It
It's
does.
fine.
It does hurt.
I was like, it hurts. That was a low blow, and it's like makes you. If I ever see her, the girl who made this show,
Mindy Kaling.
Mindy.
it's on site. It's on site. If I see you, whatever,
This is gonna be
wherever
the
what
clip
I'm
I
looking
post.
at,
Are you
if
gonna
I see you, it's on site.
Are you gonna
It's
ask
on
to see your
site.
manager?
No, I'm gonna say I'm gonna
ask her to see this knife.
I'm gonna be your manager.
And then check out Space Ambo.
Go to our Discord.
It's a lot of fun. We're actually really nice people.
There's a certain amount of people where it's on site. Like I'll fight them on site. You don't even have to say anything.
When the first episode ended, we were like, man, that was long.
It felt like 3 hours, and it was 25 minutes.
That's how you describe the first episode of Santa Claus.
That one also did feel like forever.
And then Matt goes, there's another one. Just like, he's right.
It's a minute less, so that means it will be 10 minutes shorter.
Yeah, every episode after the first feels short.
So in your guts, do you feel like you're going to continue proceeding with this show with caution, or are you over it?
I feel like I
This is the one show I feel like it's perfect to pirate.
yeah.
Like,
I agree.
don't give them views.
Granted.
Yeah.
Don't give them any views. Don't give them any money. Pirate.
No, we don't condone.
Pirate it.
We don't condone.
I do.
It was a hypothetical. It was a hypothetical. It was a hypothetical. If you were
Beat
to,
that girl up.
he's
if
saying
you were going to
yes.
show your distaste of the show, pirate it.
Yeah, don't pirate any show, but if you ever do pirate something,
This is the show.
This would be the show. I
Don't
think
waste
that's
your
the
gym
statement.
money. Actually, go to the gym and put your money down on the gym. I've never said that. Now I'm saying put your money down on the gym. Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There's other good shows on HBO
But
Max.
I am gonna watch it just for the dumpster fire that I'm watching. Like you can't
Just
look
reminded me
away.
of another thing.
How do you look away?
I'm
from them?
finishing this show.
It's not.
I'm gonna
great,
hate watch
but
it.
It's
And
Yeah.
we're gonna make fun of it the whole time.
I think it's going to stay my bedtime show.
It's gonna give me amping me up. Every time I see it, that's a fight her on site. It's gonna keep going. I'm gonna be like, maybe I've calmed down. No, I haven't.
What if it gets better? What if they actually fit into
Then
the trope
maybe
of
I
Scooby-Doo?
won't fight her on site.
Yeah, what if this is like, setting up for character
Two
development?
episodes.
Yeah.
Doesn't it literally start
was-
with her being like, I started the Mr. Game,
Yeah, she
you
did say
fucking bitches.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It was very weird. But I did.
Not Fred and his sex van.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
So-
call it the
so
sex
weird.
van.
Yeah. No, I did get hints that they're maybe trying to do like character development because they had the whole thing where Shaggy didn't like drugs, and then so that's probably
He's gotta learn to like drugs.
Now he's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
like drugs because he saw Velma.
He's gonna meet Scooby, and
Make out with
Scooby's a
that.
stoner.
Scooby's gonna give him his first
That'd be
Scooby-Doo.
That'd be hilarious if they don't want to have Scooby, so they have Doobie instead.
Oh shit, Doobie the drug dog.
I feel like we're giving them ideas, and we should see what they come out with. Because now we're gonna make the show good.
And
it's
they're
gonna
like,
be
that was
successful.
always our idea.
Yeah,
yeah.
Was to introduce Doobie Doo.
Yeah.
We don't watch any stupid podcasts.
We're like, Mindy Kaling is a channel member.
Yeah.
Then she knows to be afraid. Any moment she's walking down the street, I'm just going at her. It's on site when I see her.
Oh my god.
So when Rachel starts not being present for future episodes,
Yeah.
you'll know why.
No, I went to jail. It was worth every moment in jail.
Oh man. But the other thing, the character development, I think like with
going
Fred
back to
going
high
to jail.
Yeah, 13th grade.
Oh, is jail gonna make Fred get hard?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Because he's gay in this show?
Apparently.
He has no hair.
That does a
I find
twist,
that-
huh?
And even, they keep going. He has a little
Yeah,
penis,
that's
little
it.
baby
This
penis.
show is very white man bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White man bad, small penis. White man bad, small penis.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
not wrong.
When you're right, you're right. What can I say?
Are you bashing yourself, man?
show gets a few home runs. What can I say?
I always
Got
like
a couple of
acknowledging.
brownie points with me.
I always like acknowledging that on like a lot of modern TV shows. Be like, oh, white men are just the absolute worst.
Can we just speak about how bad white men are?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
That-
And rich white men more so. Which,
Yeah.
to an
Yeah,
extent,
okay,
I agree.
Okay. I hear that, but not all white men. Not
Yeah,
all
yeah.
white people are bad. Not all, like.
I mean, look at the worst people that were rich
not
and
bad.
white. They were bad. Are
You're
you
not a
rich?
man,
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
are you? How do you identify? Sorry.
Yeah.
A little
Are you
respect.
assuming my gender right now?
I'm not.
I made a mistake and I'm owning up to it.
Are you really
White man
asking
bad.
without me?
Don't like.
He's pushing me into the closet. How dare you?
Oh my
Let me
god.
stay there.
Yeah. Velma sucks. What can we say?
My full circle with that.
There's another animated property that you guys recently saw is a movie, a Shrek spinoff. I don't know.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
They
It was
watched Puss in
new
Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Oh!
Alice, do you talk about
yeah.
Puss in Boots?
You could walk in and not watch the other ones.
Zorro
and know what
continuation?
They have Shrek references. They have Shrek references because obviously they're making new
Shrek is in this movie. Spoilers.
Some characters are
But not Shrek?
now Shrek because I know they're making a new movie. They're making the Shrek for War.
This was going to be a reboot.
Teenagers.
It's gonna be a reboot.
That's what they say.
Shrek.
I don't know, but they
Whoa.
but
Yeah.
they have characters from it. They
Shreks.
have the emotion. It makes you like. I don't know. We walked in being like, "Oh, we have free tickets. There's not really much. We don't want to go see Avatar. We don't want to go see any. There was no
Was that
other
the
movie.
dog?
I don't
Yeah.
want to be
What is
depressed.
he doing?
Infiltrating.
Sorry.
We don't want to see any other movie that makes us cry. We kind of just want to see a movie that you like here, whatever for.
Yeah. So before you get like too specific, or I don't know if we care about spoilers. I don't think I do. Spoiler alert! Warning. I heard this movie is really good.
It is really good.
I was surprised because when I first started watching it, the first like scene happens, I'm like, but then as it goes on, I'm like, oh, what? Oh.
The animation is like the Spider-Man.
I saw
animated
some
Spider-Man.
examples.
Oh, yeah, I thought
So
that just
cool.
might have been like the commercial
No.
where it has like that choppy kind
It
of
has that
feel.
choppy cut. It's so cool looking that I couldn't look away. How cool.
I saw a clip online. It almost it is 3D animated, right? But it almost gave me like when they do like the important action shots of like anime. Like this is the
Yeah,
one that
yeah.
they put the good animators
So
on.
Yeah, yeah.
cool looking.
Yeah.
I literally
What?
couldn't look away. It was so cool looking.
My wolf.
Wow.
The wolf was my favorite
The
character.
wolf.
Oh, you should watch Titan
I
Bride.
like the dog. Was my favorite character. The dog. He's actually played by the guy Guillermo in
In
The Shadows.
yes.
Yeah.
He's actually played by him. I didn't know Florence Poe is also plays a voice.
Yes.
I didn't know either. I like because it had like two different stories, but it kind of was like in one, and it kind of like it was just so good. It was so complex, and they have the
they
bleeping
curse-
out. They
they
curse
curse in this
so many
movie.
times
Wow.
in this movie.
Yeah.
They bleep it out.
Yeah.
It goes beep beep.
Yeah,
beep,
like Super
really
Pets
do it.
does?
Yeah,
That's so
like Super
fun.
Yeah.
Pets, but more.
Yeah.
But more. It was entertaining
That's
for adults
shocking.
and children, where it didn't really corrupt the children because they bleeped it out, but the parents knew exactly what that they were saying, kind of.
Wow.
Thing. So I was entertained. I enjoyed it. And this
You get free tickets. You get a good entertaining movie. It's just-
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
you try the popcorn trick. It's a great time.
Yeah. It was either
the
Puss in
usher.
Boots or the Whale, and I heard the Whale was really good, but I don't.
I want to see that.
I want to watch the whale
really
real
good.
bad.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be depressing.
I wanna
I
watch
heard
it.
people came out like hysterical crying.
Oh,
and I really
that won't be me. I'll be laughing.
I want to wait until
Yeah.
it's at
Hysterically crying of laughter.
Yeah.
For me to watch or buy.
It's not like on streaming yet.
No, not
I
yet.
can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
I
watch
want to
it.
Yeah,
watch it when it's on streaming when I can cry.
Oh.
And not in a movie later.
There's a show that we have been watching that we still need to finish.
Which one?
It's called Titan Bride.
Yeah, that's what I just said when Tony said he liked the wolf. I was like, you're gonna love Titan Bride.
Because you will watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Puss in Boots, good movie. But Titan Bride, good show. in the boy love category.
Oh God!
What noise just came out of you? Oh God.
Sorry, it's like a fantasy show. Yeah. Completely like this is bizarre and completely cartoonish.
Oh God.
Yeah, if you like Velma, you'll love Titan Bride. For sure.
Yeah, anyone who's watching this who's like, what show recommendations do these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With what they do with high schoolers.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Oh, anime.
You like that Velma show plus what's that show? High School DxD.
Yeah.
You'll love that
Oh,
show.
that's okay.
Yeah,
fair enough. All right. What next? Anything that you guys are passionate about?
Passion project.
Yeah, there's lots of movies. I guess on the note of HBO stuff, I almost forgot. We caught up on the show White Lotus. Have you guys seen or heard of it?
Poster for that.
What's that?
Everybody's raving about it.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like there's more for no particular reason. Since I've seen it now, like I think there's more like a female than like a male fan base. So maybe like it hasn't like people that we're like related to haven't like kind of mentioned it. But my wife had people that were just like, you gotta check out this show. I think maybe it's like something like fashion, clothing elements to it because the plot, the 2 seasons are basically completely separate except for two. There's a character from one that comes back in the second one. It's kind of like Knives Out with Daniel Craig, just in that concept alone. But the idea is White Lotus is a hotel. Season 1, it's in Hawaii somewhere. Season 2, it's in Sicily, and so it's a hotel, very upscale, and you follow the problems of these like super rich, snooty, entitled people, and just like how it kind of like builds up over their stay until like the end of the season. Season 1, so a mild, I'm not going to get too specific, but just like the vibes of the show, spoilers if you want to hear that. Season 1 I liked because it was very lighthearted. I didn't know what to expect going into this show. I was like, is this going to be like a ridiculous, over the top drama? But it ended up being very kind of like silly, rich people silly problems, and like it sort of like leads up to like some crazy kooky stuff happening, like the owner, not the owner, but like the manager of the hotels like doing crazy amounts of drugs that he like confiscates from one of the rich kids, and the character is shitting in a suitcase, and it's a good time.
Oh, all right.
And I definitely liked season 1 for that reason. It was just like it gets dramatic, but not without losing its like lighthearted senses. Season 2 is a completely different story. You can watch season 2 without even watching season 1, unless you want to know the continuation of this character. But even then, I think you could just sort of like get her vibe either way. So they spoiled her gender. Season 2 is Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Rec in it too.
Okay.
Or Grumpy Cat Christmas.
Yeah.
More so.
Yeah.
Chucky's mom. I mean the mom from Chucky, whatever.
Yeah, Chucky Finster's mom.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah. Anyways, season 2 starts out with a similar vibe, but then the last like 2-3 episodes, it actually gets like very dramatic. Like it actually is like it almost turns into like the sense of like it goes from like how wonderful going to travel in Europe is to be like, oh shit, you don't want to be off alone. It's like there's a lot of creepy things that could happen. There's gangs, there's bad shit. You don't want to find yourself in the middle of it, and then you start worrying about like the characters in that aspect. So it was like shit. Season 2 got like way over the top in that aspect. So
in a good way or bad way?
It was good. I liked it too. It's just like it's interesting how different they were almost different shows from each other. Like different cast minus a character and very different vibe, at least the way it progressed.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
Much less like fun, lightheartedness, more so just like they're still rich entitled prick characters, and they're just like maybe their problems are because they're so like well off that they get to focus on like these like snooty issues, but like it gets pretty intense. So yeah, and they're quick watches. I think they're 8 episodes each season. So cool. Yeah, definitely check it out. And if you want something besides the Velma show,
I want anything besides the Velma.
What was the movie you guys watched?
Which one do you want to do first? The one or the better one?
What?
Let's start with and then we'll go better.
Okay. Okay. So
The Canadian movie.
It's the Pale Blue
Eyes. Yeah.
That
With Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, gotta say, an amazing actor. Still an amazing actor. An amazing actor.
Oh,
He was an amazing actor in this movie. He obviously an amazing actor. The movie was all over the place. The movie, like, it was like they had. Did you watch it?
no.
It had the plot.
Yeah, I was just like, it was
like cut in half. Like somebody said, "I want this," and in the middle, "No, I want this." Like it was.
What?
What's it about?
It's about somebody dying, and there being an investigation. Edgar Allan Poe is one of the characters. And the guy's an investigator from America. And they're trying to figure out what happened to this person and why these people are dying.
Okay.
I really wanted this to be a good movie.
Yeah.
It just didn't do it for me at all. I walked away more disappointed than I've been in a long time. If you want to.
Yeah, well, first I want to say Argo agrees.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Argo does seem well disgruntled about this movie.
Yeah.
He's slamming his head against my knees.
They had the right actors. They just didn't. The story didn't.
Who has the pale blue eyes?
Christian Bale.
The dead body.
Edgar Allan Poe, I think.
Wow. Is that dear Evan Hansen?
Dear Edgar Hansen.
Edgar Allan Hansen.
Oh, it's that monster face
While you
guy.
talk, I'm gonna look up the actor.
Oh, wait, that was rude. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I agree. So we're both in the same boat.
Oh my god.
My bad.
Okay, so I think there was a potential for the movie to be good. I mean, you can say that about any movie, right? But I think the problem with the movie was there was like hints of a plot that should have been a little more center front with Christian Bale and like his daughter, and there's like this whole thing about it and like what's going on there.
That should have been the movie.
That should have been like the major other mystery, like while he's solving this mystery, like what's going on there. But that is downplayed to such a level that it's like it's here in one moment, then it's here at the end, and then that's basically it. And it's like, oh, I mean, you could have played that up a lot more. It would have been a lot more interesting. The other part was
the only thing I really like, is the just the way the twist that they were aiming for the end was a good twist if they would have executed it correctly.
Did he direct this?
It was more like you're like, oh, like everything clicked into place. But then the way they did it is
yeah. So then, like the other part is with it that was like that made it like was during the mystery they have like a subplot with like Edgar Allan Poe and this girl, and I'm like, okay, nobody cares about that. Then there's like, and then there's like another subplot where it's like. What this family is trying to do, and they're like doing these weird things, and I'm like, doesn't fit in with the rest of the movie. It's like
they didn't have enough material of interesting material for a full movie, and they tried to fluff it, but
it's like they had too many people at the table trying to pitch ideas.
Yeah,
and they're like, I will do all of them.
Yeah, like yes.
Yeah. There's like a yes man that was directing.
None of the story made sense. Like the first half of the story was like, okay, you're going towards something. Okay, it was very long. It felt very long. They stretched it out a little bit too much. It was like 2 hours. It was like a 2-hour movie, which is like pretty big.
Yeah.
Like for at least something like that. That's not the Avatar.
So
is that a foreshadowing?
Yeah, that's
maybe that's our next.
But I think why it felt so long too is because of the character development was saved for the very end of the movie.
Yeah,
they should not have done that. That makes no sense.
It's like they went,
this is pissing you off.
Now it is, because now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wait a second.
I'm glad there's a visual medium for people to see.
Nostalgia critic vibe from here.
I actually. Sorry. I heard this movie was actually pitched by Mindy.
There we go. All right, Rachel, you gotta add another reason to fight it.
Shake now.
Fighting.
Yeah.
Power.
Fight.
I was very disappointed because I love the idea of it. I love the mystery aspect. I love that they had Edgar Allan Poe in it. I love that idea of it.
So it starts to sound like Velma again.
It's like they had him in it. He played he was like young Edgar Allan Poe. He was discovering himself. He was discovering that you could see like he was like a good writer. You could like it was young him like becoming that person that would write like mysteries and like horror stuff.
Did it show his love of alcohol?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, it did. It actually really did. Yeah, he
was a boozer.
He died of
he had a
cirrhosis.
southern twang.
Oh,
yeah. He had they actually said that It's going off here. They actually said that his sister had a disease that they think he had, that where he wasn't able to take alcohol in correctly. Like he would drink one glass and be drunk, like drunk. Yeah. So they think he was just fed alcohol, and
Were the floorboards and Ravens talking just like his like mental status?
They had Ravens in there,
falling
but
apart.
they had like,
fuck the floorboard.
Ravens will shut up.
Side visions of like Ravens like landing. Like they had that ass, that dark gritty. They had Christian Bale. I mean, I don't know how you could. They had other actors who are like super famous, really good actors. I don't know how you do this.
So
wrong.
it was a very gothic style movie.
Yes.
That's what happens a lot of the times with those movies that are like star-studded. Like, I don't know, sometimes you have the cast, but that's
You
just
don't
the
have
fluff,
the
the terrible plot.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's like the end plot of it is like, you could have done so much with that. Like the ending of it, I go, you could have made that where like you had bits and pieces, glimpses of what actually happened through the movie. They saved that all to the end. Like I'm talking the last 20 minutes of it.
You know, like now I'm thinking about it. It kind of reminds me of what was it? The Alienist? Was that the one?
It should have been like that. I love
If it was like that.
show the Alienist.
Is it about an alien that plays piano?
No, Alienist. Back in the day,
I'd watch that,
Alienists
though.
were psychiatrists. They just called them Alienists because it was like your behavior was strange kind of thing. It was alien to your normal behavior.
That's neat.
That's a real. If I make a suggestion, forget Pale Blue Eyes. Watch The Alienist. One of the best mystery TV shows I've ever seen.
That was really and it had Timothy Dalton in it, right? Yeah, and then
Just everything has
He has pale blue
like a
eyes.
Bond in it. Right?
yeah, that's interesting.
Glass
Yeah.
onion, this.
it was very good.
Yeah.
Very, 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 very good.
That
Alienist.
funky
But
onion.
Pale Blue Eyes. I give it like out of 10. I give it like a 4.
Wow.
All
right.
7.
4 out of 10 Ravens.
All right, you ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3. I look in the mirror, and what do I see? It's Christian Bale staring back at me. All right, so how's Avatar Way of Water? Avatar WoW? Did it wow you?
How was that Little Mermaid too?
Yeah.
So guess what?
It's amazing.
It's okay.
Is it Pocahontas too?
It's actually no, it's not.
Is it Little Mermaid too?
Close.
Is it just
Yes.
Is it the Smurfs? Where's Gargamel?
Gargamel's kind of in the sweet.
Now you have me sold.
Is it just Avatar again?
Yes.
It's the Little Smurf maid.
Does anyone want to hear about the movie?
I mean, I'm kind of fun just guessing. Yeah. There's an hour about a whale, so you also saw the whale movie.
So it's
partially.
Pinocchio.
Yeah. So this is a 3-hour long movie that, if you watch in theaters, comes out to about 3 hours and 30 minutes. So so it's long, and you're sitting there, and it feels long. Because instead of, like the plot of the movie, is that hey, anyone remember the character's name from the first one? Main character?
Jake Sully.
Oh,
Wow.
I've heard. I just know Jake Sully.
Sully.
I feel like if I asked
say it?
that last year, everyone would have been real quiet.
I thought it was Dr. Brownstone, but
Yeah.
But still dope, bro. So Jake Sully is still in his blue body, circa last movie.
okay.
And now he has children.
And his blue body.
He's got blue babies, pale blue children.
So is that why they waited 10 years to have him like naturally age up?
No.
No, because this movie he had kids in like the quickest thing ever. Like
What the hell?
I heard a James Cameron interview where he explained why it had to take so long. And
So
take it
why?
as you will. It was because they wouldn't fake. They had the actors actually act underwater in that whatever mocap crazy technology that he's using, and apparently specifically doing that shit underwater technology didn't
Available
exist
at the time.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, okay.
So it
right.
was developing that.
His
I don't know,
face went into the shot. Okay. So yeah, it like speed runs any percent getting kids and having a family.
So he just sticks his hair in something and a kid pops out?
No, like one shot's like I had a kid, then another shot's like I had 2 kids, and then and then like the next shot is like, and then I had 4 kids all of a sudden.
Oh,
It really does it. Like time is supposed to be progressing, but it made me not care at all about like the kids.
no emotional investment.
Because like
For these shits, yeah.
exactly. I was like, I come to this movie after remembering what I saw from the last one. What's gonna happen in this one? It's like, hey, he's got 4 kids now. I'm like, oh, okay, neat, cool. And you guys are gonna watch it, right?
Yes, I want. Well, why didn't they just do the Rhapsody Kids version of like CGIing them in water?
They should have. I would have enjoyed the movie. So, and I don't want to spoil anything.
Is there unobtainium?
No, they got rid of unobtainium.
Now it's obtainium.
Now there's whale juice.
What?
Whale juice.
When you see, you'll understand.
Oh God.
But no more unobtainium. That shit was dumb. Now we got whale juice.
It kind of reminds me of Futurama. Remember, like the ships ran on dark matter, and then they went through whatever, and dark matter ended up being useless, and then they fell back on whale oil.
yeah.
So Avatar stole that.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I wish I could go into deep detail, but here, if you go into the movie, 1 hour of the movie is like different shots of a whale.
All I know is this movie.
Did David Lynch direct this? Like,
Because the movie is all about like spectacle, so instead of like for the sake of the plot, like progressing it, there's so many shots that are just like, oh well, and
This is why I refuse
I hate
to
that
see
crap.
the movie. I can't sit for almost 4
I heard that's what the first Star Trek movie is with the Enterprise. They're like, we got film cameras, bitch.
yeah, it's weird. I don't understand like for the sake of it being a good effect now, but you're gonna watch this later, and this is gonna look like crap.
yeah.
I can't believe they were able to afford Brendan Fraser for another movie.
He shows up a lot in this one. Then, yeah. Yeah.
Watch Doom Patrol.
Literally like a full hour is just shots of like the people with the whales, because they start the movie like, oh shit, there's gonna be like, spoiler alert,
Yeah. That's fine.
the villains from the last one that they sent off into space.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, who's gonna be the villain of this one?
The same guys?
They came back.
What?
That's why I was like, this is just ends up being the same plot. Like, Earthling's bad.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Sky, and then the Sky people came back, and I was like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay, cool. And dude, it's even the villain from the first one is the villain of this one.
How well do they look?
They're all blue.
Whoa.
Even the villains?
the villains are blue?
Yeah, were they blue in the first movie? I remember them being blue.
So
I just
that was their
remember them coming
tactic? You're like, in order to beat them, we must have our own avatars.
Yes, and they keep implying like we're gonna infiltrate their people because we're blue now, and they never do that.
in. Yeah. Like,
It'll work, I promise.
They-
we just won't do it, guys.
Yeah, they're like, you'll blend in, you'll learn their tactics, and you'll have the advantage because
we'll have sex with our hair.
Yeah, let's just stick our hair together, guys.
They're like, this is awesome.
I don't ever want to leave this place.
What were we doing again, guys?
This is better than
Taking over
eating.
somebody.
you guys are making a better movie than what I saw. You guys are making a better movie.
They died of starvation.
Yeah.
Death by snoo stew.
So once they like say all this war thing is gonna happen, then like the Sully family just kind of is like, oh fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
Okay.
And they go to the water people. Yeah, there's water people now. That's how.
He's very talkative right now.
I didn't like it either. I didn't like it either. I know. They go to the water people, and the water people are just like a slightly lighter version of their people. It's like it's a lighter blue, or I'm colorblind. It could be green. I'm pretty sure it's a lighter blue. But oh yeah.
They're a slightly lighter blue.
And then they're all racist to the jungle avatars for not having the right tail size and being a different shade of blue and not having the skills of the water people.
What?
So there's like a good
So everyone's just specious over
Yeah.
there?
oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're
For like
just-
80% of the movie, I want to say.
They're just covering it up with a different hue.
Yeah. And what they do too is like one of the water people is like, oh, haha, we're going to play this practical joke on this like forest guy. Like, fuck this guy. We're going to bring him to this whale that's going to kill him.
What the hell?
It's like, no, that's not a practical joke. You're going to get him killed.
Yeah.
Wait, so now I'm thinking about it. They deal with racism. Do they deal with Sully, Brownstone having cultural appropriation? Because then that should be a thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, technically all of them, because aren't they all people that are using that weird technology to turn into the avatars?
Well, the bad guys
So,
are.
no,
right?
they're also racist against them, too, for being not
guys.
normal forest people, but being like kids of the Sully people. So they're like, oh, they suck even more, bro. Look at their hands. Fucking losers. Look at that guy's hands. That guy sucks. So there's a lot of that.
Oh. And
It
they
sounds
say
like a terrible movie.
and they say Earthlings are bad.
Oh, no. It was an okay movie. I liked it better than the first one.
I remember there
hate
being
the first
racism
one.
in the first one.
Weren't they?
They were.
They were all racist
They were
against them.
racist.
It
I
was
gotta watch these
Smurfahontas.
movies.
They,
You don't
they said
remember?
we're going to colonize these.
Yeah.
losers.
Yeah, but
it was,
that's just-
it was literally the story of Pocahontas.
That's just...
Imperialism.
Yeah, imperialism. That's not racism.
Manifest destiny. If God says
Yeah.
to do it, you do it.
No, but this one has a lot. I don't know, dude. I give it a watch because maybe I'm wrong. 'Cause the movie made almost $2 billion, so I'm wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it's just the eye candy.
Yeah. You're
what
the
the
only
first
person
one was.
I know
Yeah.
who saw this movie. It's like everyone that I've never met has seen this movie. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
know.
I same. I'm the only one that I know. Me and Gianna, only people I know who watched it.
How much? I know it costs a lot of money to make, right? So they said they have to make a certain amount to even break even.
$2 billion.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $2 billion.
I thought like 2 weeks ago they passed or whatever.
Oh, they did.
Oh no, I thought it was $2 billion.
Okay.
But meanwhile, you look at the budget's like 185 million. So I don't know where like the $2 billion
that
comes
sounds
from.
arbitrary.
Yeah, like, we
That's
need
strange.
$2 billion.
They made 1.7 billion.
Yeah.
So I guess they're just well on track. So they're like, we got this.
After this
Guys.
weekend, it'll probably be.
Yeah, they said Avatar 2 looks increasingly like it will reach 2 billion threshold.
Supposedly, I don't know, maybe because they're not going to have to create new underwater technology. They're going to have the every other year
pound
releases
Yeah.
going forward.
I don't know if
Yeah. They
that
said they're
just
thinking
saying
about
that
the third
spoils
And
part of the
there's, like,
movie.
8 different movies that they're still gonna do, right?
I heard. I
It's like
heard.
10 of
Are
them.
you playing
Yeah.
the third one?
I heard they're planning going
Oh
to
my
Earth at
God.
some point and seeing what Earth is like.
Oh my God.
Really? That's interesting.
I guess maybe everyone's just saying shit at this
Yeah.
point. I heard we're gonna like journey inside Jake Sully's butt. Like,
That'd be awesome.
I'll watch that one.
It'll be like Ant-Man and Thanos.
Final movie. The sixth or seventh final movie. That's what it's going to be.
now,
The
you need
journey.
colonoscopies too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But it's easier when you do it yourself.
there's
yeah, with
like
your own tail.
there's like a big twist in the movie, or in like a big death in the movie. Both of them. When I saw
whale.
that first scene of the movie, I was like, "That one's gonna die."
Because that's the one they build up.
No,
No?
it's the opposite.
Oh, that's the one they
just
don't build up.
blatantly say it.
No, it's like, oh, they're very much so building up like one of these.
Oh, that the other
That
one has
one's
to
gonna
die.
like,
Oh,
come
yeah,
on
yeah,
now, this
yeah.
is silly. And they also have there's like one human, and his name is Spider.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a guy from prison.
Yeah, right.
No, he was a baby born on the Na'vi planet, and now he's blending in with the Na'vi, and he wears this helmet the whole time,
I
and,
know
and he
who
looks
he
like
is.
Mowgli.
I
I
was
don't
like,
know how I
yeah.
think TikTok spoiled it for me. Is that who he is?
Yeah, he's a little Mowgli guy. He hangs out with the creatures and
Yeah.
the and the
He looks like
Na'vi.
Tarzan.
In
So
a
it's
nutshell,
like-
that sounds cool. I mean, not original, but cool.
Yeah.
He still looks like Tarzan. They're just
Yeah,
whipping
he's
out
a
all-
Tarzan concept. He's being raised by, the
Blue Smurfs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So he goes all bunch.
Wait, why? Do the Smurfs do
No,
that?
it's because what's the Na'vi do? But
What?
They hiss.
so yeah, he does that, and
Okay.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey.
And his whole thing too, I was also like, he's gonna do this. It was very stupid the way you're painting this. So James Cameron was like, I'm a master filmmaker, and I love how I make movies. No one else can make movies like me. It's like, dude, if I had $2 billion to break even,
Yeah, right.
I'll make just as good of a movie as
Yeah.
you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, your plot is paper thin.
Yeah.
Most of it's about a whale. I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah.
That's insane.
The last action sequence, also long, but so Sorry, I'm going to spoil a little bit.
okay.
It's okay.
Whatever.
So they have some of Jake Sully's kids kidnapped, and now they have one of the water people kidnapped too. So the water people are like, we're going to help you fucking kill those landlubbers. And they all form like this massive army, and they're like, let's go!
Turn to a rat king.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all massive. And like there's this war going on, and they're fighting them, and the whales attacking, and all this crazy shit's happening. And then all of a sudden, like, all the water people are just not in the scene anymore.
What?
Yeah, like all the water army people are just
Bounce?
they bounce hard.
Do they get the kid that they're trying to save and bounce, or do they?
I honestly unclear
Oh.
because their motive is more than just the kid. They want to make sure that these people don't kill whales.
What?
Oh.
A big plot of the movie is making sure people don't kill whales.
All right.
It's
Okay.
it's the movie, dude. There's no other way to say it.
Were other people killing whales?
Yeah, these people were
They have a
killing.
history of killing whales?
So also unclear, because it's kind of implied that like Sky people came back a while ago and have been building up, and one of the things that the Sky people
They
do
just kill the
is they
whales?
kill whales to get whale juice for money.
Oh. All right.
So,
Right.
and they're like, one of these whale juices is worth $80 million,
So they have
and
to
also
kill
keeps
the
you
whale?
young forever.
They have to kill the whale to get this whale juice?
Yeah, because you
Well,
gotta go
they
inside
can't
the
milk
whale
Well,
to-
yeah, why are they all getting this whale juice, the other people, if they have to kill their own whales?
Hold up. Don't they clone the bodies already to infiltrate
You
the
shut
bodies?
the fuck up! You shut up! No!
That
No,
they
they
can just
can't clone the whales!
clone the whales. God damn
No,
it!
you can't clone the
That's stupid.
Yeah, why don't they just abduct a whale and clone it?
Just clone. You don't even have to clone the whole whale. Just clone the part of the whale that you need the juice from.
whale is so big.
What does that mean?
It's so big.
Well, if they have the technology to clone the stuff, can't they just clone the juice?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just clone that part of the whale.
They need the whole part of the whale.
James Cameron
They can't just
sweating
like
right now.
chemically produce it.
Guys, you can't clone the whale.
James Cameron, GTFO, James Cameron.
Yeah.
James Cameron is sweating right now.
But the whale juice also makes you young forever. Just keep that in mind.
Clone it. God damn it. That's stupid.
Yeah, and it's worth $80 million. So I mean, that's
They can print money, bro. Like what the hell?
that's
money.
inflation.
That ended real well for everybody on that. Right, just spending money.
Guys, we could clone the whale juice. Oh shit, our economy's gonna tank. Why is it just not worth less? No, still worth $80 million. So what happens is that the bad guy from the first one is in the blue body, and his mission from the one of him that before he died is you have to kill Jake Sully. And
Why?
He's the one that got away.
Because
I don't know.
I don't know why you gotta kill him.
He's got a grudge.
you gotta kill Jake Sully.
You got $80 million. Why are you caring for this guy?
Well,
over
he
here?
doesn't. He's his different mission. He's a Marine.
Oh, he's
Kill
different.
Jake Sully.
Oh, that. All right. That's his thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So he does that. He tries to do that the whole movie.
Do you, like,
He
kiss
doesn't
in
really
a
do a good
cereal
job.
Or something? Is that why?
Well, Jake Sully killed old him
Whatever.
from the first movie.
Who cares? White House.
He does. Because in a one offshoot thing, they say before he died, they took all of his memories and put it in a chip and then sent it to Earth and put it in an avatar body.
What?
Yeah. So,
All right.
yeah.
Well, then why can't he just make a copy of his brain chip and put it in an avatar himself?
He could put it in 30, right?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not just make a whole army of this guy?
Yeah, army of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With whale juice.
Yeah. Young.
Or make a human body with whales.
And Jake Sully could clone himself or some dumb shit in chips.
Yeah, wait. And then whoever dies,
Yeah.
you just put their. It's
Yeah.
ultra carbon, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of like a thing, because if they can do that, it really, the life doesn't matter as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Because they could have just uploaded, like,
Why is he
person who
holding a
died.
grudge if he's reincarnated?
Oh,
And
because...
can get reincarnate again?
Like a million times.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, his soul's not I don't know. I don't
I
fucking
hate
know.
this.
This is terrible.
Haven't even seen the
Imagine
movie.
watching it in the theater for 3 hours.
You said you liked it.
I
I,
said
was
I-
expecting it to sound better.
No,
It's
yeah,
the first
me
time I'm
too.
hearing all of this.
I said, it was okay.
Okay means like.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
what?
Okay's like
Bearable.
60%,
Yeah.
man.
Does anybody plan
Oh
on
no,
watching this?
no, I don't think okay is like a 60.
Does
Then what
I
is
would say
it?
so,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't think it's a
Shit,
60.
okay, so then no, it sucked.
Okay, there you go.
Does anybody plan on watching this? I know Alex watched it. Does anybody else plan on watching
I
it?
want to watch it just to see this
Okay,
stupid
so
shit
I won't
pan
say
out
it.
now.
All right, I won't say it.
Oh, you got a spoiler.
Yeah, I found out on TikTok.
I don't think I could care about the plot. I did like the first Avatar as like a feast for the eyes, and I don't know
Eye candy.
if I feel the same way after 20 years.
Right.
But I want
This is also that. It's very much like
Just eye candy.
it is. It is a lot of it.
Do
Why
they
don't you
say who
just turn into
Spider
VR?
is?
Yeah, they say who it is. Yeah,
Okay,
pretty
that's
early
what
in.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
not
it's
a
like
spoiler.
almost at the beginning of the movie.
Spider is the bad guy's son.
Yeah,
Oh.
biological son.
Biological son.
So then
Okay.
blue guy is like, I'm not your dad, but I'm your dad. So
You're not my dad.
yeah, it's like you
Darth
down to
Vader.
chill or what, bro?
Okay.
cool.
Cool. Clone whale juice. Clone your body. Make an army yourself. Done. All right, let's go.
All right, moving on. Avatar: Way of Water. Check
Oh,
it
yeah.
out.
My drawing is the best interpretation of that movie. so.
Yeah, look at the episode artwork. We have plenty more subjects, including I'm very excited to know about this quote unquote good movie, but you know what? I feel like that could actually be on a teaser for our next episode of Pseudo Adults. But we can't end an episode of Pseudo Adults without some good old facts from the Optimism Corner.
Hi guys, welcome to the Optimism Corner. It's been a minute. I have a specific theme to my optimism today.
Ooh.
I'm going to be telling
Avatars?
you Scooby-Doo facts.
Oh.
The majority of this was Scooby-Doo. And now I'm going to fight her on sight. It's still okay. Okay, so Scooby-Doo's name came from Frank Sinatra's song Stranger in the Night. One of his lyrics, or whether it was like a pause in between, was that it was Scooby-Dooby-Doo, and that's where Scooby-Doo, the name, came from. All right, and then
Still took someone from Hanna-Barbera to be like, yeah, that.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So I have another one, which is on course with what we were talking about. ABC thought Scrappy-Doo was a bad role model. They made a statement saying
You're gonna fight everybody.
Yeah.
that Scrappy-Doo was a really, really bad role model for kids, and they did not like Scrappy-Doo.
He was scrappy.
Scrappy.
Yeah.
He was scrappy. Hey,
It wasn't
me
as
at
good as Scooby-Doo, but I liked his spunk.
Yeah.
I like the dumb one.
Scooby-Dum?
Oh,
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby Dumb was
sick.
great.
Every time Scooby-Dum showed up, I was like, well, nothing's going to happen for the next 5 minutes. I didn't like
I
Scooby-Dum.
can relate to him, so on a spiritual level. So
Apparently me too.
That's not true.
This dog's got some ideas.
that's me most days.
So that is my facts for this week. Little short Scooby facts, but that's all you got, guys. Sorry.
Little scrappy fact.
Yeah, maybe some Scooby Dumb facts next time.
Oh.
If you say so.
So with that, everyone, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Pseudo Adults. And we'll catch you on the next one.
There's the ending. Whoa, everybody. Everybody heard that ending. Whoa.
The Way of Woe.
That's the next Avatar movie.
Yep.
I'm Matt. I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
This is Tony.
And I'm Kyle. We are Pseudo Adults.